Maintenance requests. We get a lot of questions on this. Clients will, get a maintenance request in, and the client will say, oh, do I have to fix that? Well, yeah, you do, okay, most of the time. Okay, so maintenance requests are a major source of tension a lot of the times. So let's go over like what's required and then some best practices with dealing with maintenance requests. All right, so the RCW 5918.070 states housing providers must respond to repair requests and begin fixing an issue as soon as possible, but no later than these timelines, okay? If you have loss of heat, water, electricity, or any condition that poses imminent danger to life, you need to respond within 24 hours. If you have loss of refrigeration, loss of range or oven, or any major plumbing fixture issues, you need to respond within 72 hours. So that's 3 days, but also like immediately, okay? And then everything else is within 10 days, legally, technically, okay? We're gonna talk about this. Okay, so the loss of heat, water, electricity, obviously, right? People, these are big deals, okay? But the 72 hours loss of refrigeration, loss of range or oven happens a lot. And people, your tenants can't store their food, they can't cook their food, major bummer. So what we do at Scariest is we have an inventory of temporary appliances. So we have extra refrigerators, extra space heaters, extra stovetop, what are those, burners, so they can just plug them in, people can cook. Okay, this is not a solution, it's just a temporary a temporary solution so that they can store their food, cook their food, heat their home while we're trying to figure out the bigger issue. Are we gonna repair the issue? We're gonna replace it? That can take some time, and if it's gonna take 2 or 3 days, we can't have somebody living without the ability to store, cook, or heat their home for more than a few hours, honestly. Let's talk about the 10-day requirement. Okay, so the RCW says you have up to 10 days to start repairing everything else, right? So common maintenance things are going to be like clogged or slow drains, broken hinges, broken doors, this kind of thing. A towel rack falls off, just minor things that aren't a big deal but inconvenient for most people. If you take up to 10 days, your tenants are going to be annoyed. Okay, that's incredibly poor customer service. That's 2 weeks. It doesn't take 2 weeks to dispatch a handyman to go out, or dispatch a rotor-rooter to go out and clear a drain. The way we do it, Scariest, maintenance request comes in. Obviously, the high priority issues are handled straight away, immediately. We dispatch temporary appliances as needed. We dispatch emergency plumbers as needed. All the other normal ones are handled same day or next day. Our objective is to get every maintenance ticket fully resolved within 5 business days. It's not always possible, but we can certainly make efforts to do it and make the tenant feel, or allow the tenant to feel, that we are taking proactive action as quickly as humanly possible to get these issues resolved for them and provide good customer service. When you provide good customer service to your tenants, they pay their rent, they stay longer, and they take better care of your property. If you take care of them, they take care of you. It's a win-win. If you provide poor service by delaying things just because you can, they're going to move out, and then you're going to have vacancy and your asset is going to decrease in value. So provide good service, have good customers, have a good business. All right, so since we're talking about this, let's also talk about when you can bill the tenant for the maintenance request that they put in. So I have another RCW here for you. Requires a housing provider to pay for the repairs unless the tenant caused the damage through accident, negligence, or improper use. The housing provider is typically going to fix the issue, like you're required to fix it, but you can bill them back if it's caused by the tenant. So you have to fix it right away, but you can bill them back. So you're gonna get the invoice, you're gonna provide that actual invoice to the tenant, and then just add it to their ledger and say, this was caused by tenant neglect or damage, neglect, abuse, or just like an accident, right? Or just like an accident. We had one recently where a tenant was moving in, they were moving into the home, and they were moving the table in, the leg of the table crashed through the window broke. Big accident. Oh no, right? the landlord, we have to fix that, right? This is a security issue at this point. So we dispatched, we got it boarded up immediately, and then we had the glass repaired. And the tenant, she understood that it was her fault. She had to pay for it, and she did, but she didn't have the $850 ready to go. So we ended up letting her pay that over 3 months. But either way, we were able to recover those funds because it was in fact tenant damage. But that does not say that the landlord or the housing provider doesn't have to fix it in the meantime. You absolutely do. You're required to provide secure, safe, clean, warm, functional properties to your tenants, and you work out who's responsible for those costs after that minimum is met. Okay, so responding to maintenance requests as quickly as you can, being ready to dispatch temporary solutions. So if you're just a self-managing owner, one thing you could do is just, ship them from Amazon, right? Like if the heat goes down, ship them some space heaters off Amazon. Boom, it'll be there the next day. Now they're heating their place. Or you can just run by Home Depot, grab them, drop them off for them. And then when you get them back, if you don't want to keep an inventory, you can just sell them, right? So you recover your funds. Or keep them. Obviously as a management firm, we're able to keep a whole storage unit full of them because we need them all the time. But there are ways that you can do that to respond quickly and recover your funds. It is the best way to provide customer service to your current tenants, and it is the best way to keep qualified tenants happy longer. They stay in your property longer, and it's just good business practice to provide good service. So it's what we want to try to do. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video useful, helpful. If you did, I invite you to like it, subscribe to our channel, and follow us along for some more property management tips and tricks.